Travel and tourism has never been more important to the economy of Puerto Rico than it is today, and so we are delighted to join you in the endeavor to grow travel and tourism to new heights.
I believe that Puerto Rico should look at, and Discover Puerto Rico, I think, is in the great, direction. Diversification of the economy as we know it. Economic growth has to be seen island-wide. We cannot see sectors isolated, fragmented, or working in silos.
Discover Puerto Rico's mission is to create a brand, to market, and to sell the destination abroad to attract visitors. So the Puerto Rico Tourism Company is tasked with making sure that our hospitality pipeline grows and then working on product development in terms of experiences, in addition to very many other things.
Every strategy you hear about today, every tactic in marketing and sales is backed by research. Primary research that tells us not only what the consumers who have been here think, but the consumers that haven't been here, what they think.
We did a national survey, and we found that in just the last year, we've been able to see some significant gains in likelihood to visit. In just a year, with limited advertising and most of our investment focused in earned media, we have been able to see that people are taking a look at Puerto Rico again in a new way. On January 1st, Brad and I kicked off an international media mission focused in the UK, Spain, Germany, Canada, and Colombia. We really wanted to take the opportunity to go to each one of these markets and reintroduce the new Puerto Rico to our international markets.
The year we're in now, we can hit the previous best year of 2013-2014 numbers, and we can move it forward to 250,000, which will be the best year ever in Puerto Rico's history.
About 13,500 room nights filled on an average daily basis. And that's just under 3% from where we were pre-Maria. And then what's really exciting is what we foresee for 2020. Overall, nearly 50% increase in forecasted demand from where we were at the same period in 2018.
The new website, discoverpuertorico.com, was named by the U.S. Travel Association as the best website for all states and regions. Quite an accomplishment when you consider we're competing with Florida, California, and others.
Organic traffic has flatlined and is actually going in a negative direction for the average DMO website. Luckily, that's not true for Discover Puerto Rico. There was a 70% year-over-year increase in organic traffic. There was also a 300% increase in time of average session. We are looking at how we can take advantage of voice. So it's rum tasting in Puerto Rico is the voice search. Here's the results. They actually read through these options that come straight out of Discover Puerto Rico. They have the link there. It takes you straight into discoverpuertorico.com, and you are able to get that content.
We've also invested in some very important partnerships, both local and off the island. In our first year, organizations like Foundation for Puerto Rico, the Puerto Rico Hotel and Tourism Association, Solre, the local chambers of commerce, and others. And of course, that's complemented by partnerships in the public sector. Agencies like the Department of Natural Resources, Sports and Recreation, DDEC, and of course, our partners at the Puerto Rico Tourism Company, of which we are closely aligned.
We've developed partnerships with the most influential and important consortia and wholesalers and others that can affect us directly on the island.
How are travelers evolving, and how as a site do we need to evolve? And so that's what allows me to speak to you today about these 10 traveler truths. I hope that beyond just some interesting research, that maybe there were some practical steps that you can apply within your own business.
We are incredibly excited about what the future holds for Puerto Rico tourism. We believe the best lies before us and not behind us. And we could not be more excited and more appreciative to work with you. So on behalf of the team at Discover Puerto Rico, we want to take this opportunity to thank you for all that you've done to make this past year a success. But hey, let's face it, we didn't get into this just to get back to where we were a couple of years ago. Our commitment has not wavered. We are still deeply and firmly committed to doubling the size of the visitor economy, and we thank you for your efforts in helping make that happen.